Hello, my loves. It's Mika. I am back here in the personal development series of this podcast, this course, this project of mine that I hold so dear to me that it's like my little baby. So we're going to dig deeper into our 5 pillars. We're going to break them down, but we're going to do a little recap first, right? So we're going to be doing the 5 pillars to create and build our solid foundation. We've talked about the 5 pillars of love, trust, communication, honesty, and respect. That's something you have to have for like a partner, somebody you're in a relationship with. Have that for somebody, but you need to first start by having it for yourself. We're going to create and build that foundation and break down who you are and what you want. Okay. So just a breakdown recap, we already learned, we wrote down what you love about yourself, what you do not like about yourself, what you can change naturally, focus on what you do have control over, work on what you cannot change, understand what you do and don't have control over, prepare for foundational work to build upon, and that's where we are at. So we're going to continue with peeling back the onion by getting to the core of ourselves. And we've talked about the foundational pieces. I briefly touched on the things we need to do, right? But we want to work on solidifying that. We're going to put that into practice. But first, you need to know some basic concepts of what that is. So let me start by saying some oils that can assist with this particular process here. Lemon is the oil of focus. So lemon essential oil, if you're having issues, I'm going to read a little bit here for you. If you're feeling confused, having an inability to focus, have mental fatigue, lack of joy and energy, feeling guilty or disengaged, lemon, inhaling lemon, putting lemon on your pulse point, smelling it in, bottoms of your feet, adding a drop of doTERRA lemon to a glass of water, taking a sip, clearing out your digestion, helping you to be clear and focused is helpful. It helps you to be focused, energized, have mental clarity, be alert, rational, and joyful. Another thing that can help, another oil that is helpful in this particular journey of the breakdown of the 5 pillars is lavender. Lavender is great oil for this particular process. It's the oil of communication and calm. So if you have negative emotions like feeling blocked or have blocked communication, fear of rejection, feeling constricted, tense, racing thoughts, emotional dishonesty, which is going to be important. I'm going to break that down here. Fear of self-disclosure, feeling unseen, unheard, or unloved, feeling insecure. So putting lavender on your heart space is helpful, bottoms of your feet, your sacral chakra, lower part of your belly. Using lavender, put it on your pulse points, your wrist, the back of your neck, behind your ears, smelling it, inhaling it, diffusing it is very helpful when you're breaking things down and having to be honest with yourself and be able to communicate effectively. So lavender helps with positive properties like open communication, calm, being expressive, emotional honesty, self-aware, and peace of mind. And one more interesting oil is going to be neroli. And so neroli, and we're going to start off with honesty, but neroli helps, it's called the oil of shared purpose and partnership, right? And I know a lot of people think, well, I'm not working on partnership, I'm working on myself. But you are the best, first, most important relationship you can have. That's with yourself, right? So yes, neroli is very helpful in regards to having really good purpose and partnership, but you want to focus on the purpose and partnership with yourself first before you can have anything with anybody else. So if you feel conflicted, restless, impatient, bitter, frustrated, unsympathetic, disloyal, dispassionate, sexual inhibition, aloof, unkind, stagnant, blaming, and escapism, Neroli helps with being patient, empathetic, kind, tolerant, fidelity, calm, intimate, sexual desires, resilient, cooperative, and committed, which are all things you need here for this breakdown, honestly. So we're going to start with honesty, right? One thing many people struggle with is being honest with yourself and honest with others. So in this section here, we're going to practice complete honesty, starting with yourself. So go back to your About Me journal. Be honest with yourself. It may include tears. That's perfectly okay. Let it go. So remember the section about loving yourself and things you like and don't like about you on pages 6 through 9 in your About Me journal, where you list attributes and characteristics, personality traits, body parts, maybe even morals and values and beliefs that you like and don't like. Any and everything that you can think of that you love and don't like about yourself, right? So truly love and admire and feel it is the best thing ever. No one can compare because you are awesome, special, and more so because of the things there. Which another thing you can do, this is an option, and you may not be there yet at this point. Some of you may be, but number them in order of importance to you, right? The things that you wrote about what you love and dislike, love about yourself. Being honest. Now, at this point, with the steps you've taken so far, you may be at a point, especially if you have these oils, be at a point that you may want to add more things to either place, right? So you'll be building upon that list. So no worries if you have a lot of space left. More actions will come the further you go through this video, these video or course or podcast, what have you. Over time, you would learn to add more to your love section, right? And right now, with you being honest, being completely honest, you may be adding to your dislike section. Like, she said attributes, characteristics, personality traits, body parts, morals, values, beliefs. You may look back and feel there are some things that you believe in or some traits that you have, some values you were exhibiting or believing in or what have you, that you're like, I really don't like this, right? So you may be adding to that, and that's fine. And whatever was already there, you want to leave there, right? You don't want to remove things, even though you have things in here to work on and to do. You want to leave the things that you feel the desire to remove, because we're not at that point yet. You don't want to remove them, right? We're still working on ourselves, right? But those of you who feel that they have worked on something and they have completed what was on that list, let's say you were feeling some type of way about something put on your dislike list, you worked on it before coming to this part of the video, and you've accomplished that. And now you love it and you have it in your love section. Or you worked on something and now you've learned to love that, right? If that's the case and you are ahead of the game and you're already there, kudos to you. Give yourself a hand, round of applause, pat yourself on the back, because a lot of people don't get there yet. But if you are there, put one single line through what you had on your dislike list that is now on your love list, right? Just one line. Don't scratch it out, don't erase it, anything, just put one line. You want to be able to see it. And one extra thing I want to add to that is you want to celebrate your wins. We don't celebrate ourselves enough, right? So you want to, so even though this seems like something super small, you accomplished something. So you should celebrate it. So you want to think about, how does that look like for you? Is that a scoop of ice cream? Is that a small piece of cake? Is that a bubble bath? Is that, like, what does that look like for you? And you want to celebrate that. Okay. So once you're done with your list for now, you want to go over what you have in your like and dislike, everything that you filled out that you can think of for yourself that you dislike. I don't use the word hate, it's such a strong word. I don't use it personally, but many people do. But these things that you put in here, I want you to go over it and see if you feel the same way. right now. And if you do, that's fine, because you want to be aware. In order to take steps, you want to know what it is you're working toward, know what it is you're fighting for. You want to realize where you are. So when you get to a different level or you made some accomplishments, you want to celebrate that, but you want to know where you came from. So don't ignore it. Don't leave it and block it out. You want to focus on that, right? So go back over that list, the things you love, things you don't like, be honest. And the next thing in regards to honesty, we wrote on page 9 previously. You may be on page 10 or 11, but now I want you to put the date and be honest and state how you feel now. If you're using lavender and lemon and neroli, put neroli behind your ears, on your wrists. You should be able to honestly communicate how you honestly feel now. How does this journey so far make you feel? How did it feel to be honest, right? Is it frustrating? Is it hurtful? Were you happy and joyful? Was it, oh, finally got this off my chest? How do you now feel? And then we're gonna go on to the next one, the next video. I will see you over there. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for being here. You can be anywhere and I appreciate you being here with me. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video if you care, as well as the channel. And I will see you guys at the next video where we will be working on communication. Whew, so important.